Hey y'all, strap in for a talking section. As a young person on YouTube, I try not to talk where I don't know. I don't want to come off as an expert in something I clearly shouldn't be talking about. But I get to be in the fun position of feeling it necessary to talk about something I don't feel any kind of expertise in. So, let's talk about the mountain goats. I've made mention of them a few times in these videos. An incomplete list of that being Comics Procedure, Museum in Space, Sick and Some Videos, Hair and Stuff, Goofing at DI, Presentation, Thoughts from School, Max Art Assignment, Floppy Disks, The Max Show, New Year's, Ice Cream Truck, 14 Hands. That's when I got tired of looking. They have had some importance in my life, and I don't listen to them anymore. It sounds silly me saying this with such importance. It's like a breakup of some serious relationship, but as someone who has vocally taken a position on the band before, I think it's only just for me to be vocal about that position drastically changing. Last week, at least that's when I saw it, several fans with personal relationships with frontman John Darnielle came forward talking about his emotional manipulation and borderline emotional abuse. So yeah, I have some words, and it's complicated. Links to something in the doobly-doo. If you want specifics, go there, but the rest of the video is going to be about this, so duck out if you want. First off, about the specific phrasing of borderline emotional abuse. Again, about ducking out. Borderline is way closer than I think really anyone should be to abuse. Like, if it doesn't match technical definitions, then you think it's totally fine. That's some lawyering I'm not here for. Especially when the people who have come forward have had some vagueness about the full extent of their experiences and clearly feel uncomfortable and bad about it. Part of why I feel like I have to talk about this here is because I haven't seen any of this out in the open. Any public posts that I've seen have been shared either in person or over DMs. And I get why. The Mountain Goats music is something that is deeply personal to a lot of people. See every time I mentioned it before. Of course, people are going to be hesitant to speak out, because they don't want to have this emotional connection turned on them in anger. Or at the very least, they want to be sensitive to other people they know might take it hard. That's why when I learned, I got a DM, and less than 5 minutes later, 2 friends showed up at my door to make sure I was doing okay. Which, again, sounds ridiculous. It's music, but it's music that has helped so many people think about the time after the storm. Life on the other side of the pit. How you can get past the depression, anxiety, ridicule, abuse. Which is why it feels like such a betrayal. I've said this much elsewhere, but what I want to go on record saying here now is that I need to figure out how to come to terms with both being true. John's music feels so personal and resonant, not because it's lying, but because it's true. That doesn't mean that I can in good conscience listen to it. I can't, and I struggle sometimes getting it out of my mind, but because someone does bad things doesn't mean that every action of theirs is bad, deceitful, or false. I say this not as a justification, but to comfort former fans like me who are trying not to feel like there's been some regression, time lost, fake progress. What happened, what you felt, isn't less real now. What got you through then still got you through. You're still here. Yeah, I gotta find new things, less centralized things to listen to show up for any storms to come, but you're here. You're not back then. I want to close then on this feeling I've been having when trying to get enthusiastic about music again. The one where I keep crashing after even getting a little bit into something because I get this fear that I'm going to get too invested and hurt again. That's not a productive thought. At least not to that degree. Like I said, this is going to make me pay more attention to keeping a diverse set of interests, let's say listen to more than one band, to encourage myself to be more enthusiastic about music again, and to help folks like me refill musical libraries, I'm going to bring back Song of the Week. Song of the Week is something I did the first year, and very quickly cut off. I want to trust liking things. I want to trust liking things, and I want other people to too. So the song of the week this week is Weird Friends by this band, also known as... I'll see you next week.